tell you, and you're right, when you pick up on the political aspect of all of this, that a lot of Muslims, of course, feel under siege today.
There's always going to be people who are going to feel threatened or afraid about foreign or exotic people or religion, particularly at a time in which we are in a war.
So that when we Muslims say we are oppressed, we cannot simply talk about Western oppression of us. We also, if we're going to be honest, have to talk about how we are oppressing each other within the Muslim world.
I think most Americans have an understanding that the Muslim next door to them has very little in common with the terrorists that they see on television.
Can we Muslims bear to have even one of those fingers pointed at ourselves? And if not, why not? Are we that perfect? Are we that unimpeachable?
Asking them to pray, making sure that they are on the right track. That is mujahada.
In one of the city's poorest neighborhoods sits the Islamic Center of Little Rock. The secluded and secretive center is a mosque for Little Rock's predominantly immigrant and Muslim convert populations. The Islamic Center also houses an Islamic school for young Muslims called the Huda Academy.
This is Beast Rover Min Huda. The kids chose his name. It means Beast Rover from Huda. He is a Texas brown tarantula, which is the only kind of tarantula native to Arkansas. Well, characterizing the American Muslim is very difficult just because we're so different. We come from all different backgrounds, all different cultural beliefs. We speak different languages. We have different personal histories.
Most Muslims in the United States that I find that are in their 20s, what they're really interested in more than anything, and what separates them from other religious groups like a lot of Christians and Jews and Buddhists, is that young Muslims tend to start families real early. And for example, my wife and I, we're in our 20s, and we already have 2 kids, and that's not uncommon.
Well, I tend to think that in the postmodern world that we live in, that labels are becoming less important. Identity, of course, is an intrinsic thing. It's always going to be important. And, of course, right now I think the big meta-narrative going on with being Muslim anywhere in the world is how to reconcile religion with modern life.
I got here in 79, so 80, 81. That was not a fun time to be Iranian in the United States. I mean, this is the height of the Iran hostage crisis. So I spent a good part of the early 80s as a Mexican. There was an understanding, a deep, abiding, serious understanding in the Muslim world that regardless of the faults of America or regardless of American foreign policy, there is no country on this planet that gives Muslims especially the freedoms and privileges to practice their religion as they see fit in the United States.
I voted for Barack Obama in the primary. I do believe that he would probably be a little bit friendlier to Muslims than some politicians might, just because he understands us better. The thing that's kind of funny to me is that it's almost as though being Muslim is standing in for his race. These people who are attacking him for being Muslim, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, they would probably be the same people attacking him for being black, or actually more recently than that. Now you can't really say, oh, he's black, but you can say, oh, he might be Muslim.
Would you comment on the 2008 presidential election in America?
Well, I hate to say this because I'm in Little Rock.
It's okay.
I'm not supporting Hillary Clinton.
It's okay. Mm-hmm. That's okay. Who are you supporting?
Yeah, I'm supporting anybody that looks a lot like Barack Obama.